Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Thursday afternoon again, and it's Richard Morrison's spot. He's the Eco-Design Advisor from Kapiti Coast District Council. Hello, Richard.
Hi.
Hey, I told you my parents moved to live in, eh? Well, I went up there to help them clean before they moved. And do you know how bizarre they are? They've got 3 smoke alarms in their hallway.
That's excellent.
I said it was excessive. They've got one near the back door, one near the door that goes into the kitchen, and one down by the bedrooms, and their hallway's all of about 15 metres long.
You read these reports in the paper, and that's all I can go back to, and people say they've had 15 to 20 seconds to get outside their home once the smoke alarm goes off. So think about waking up in the middle of the night. You've got 15 seconds to pick yourself up, your pet, your husband, partner, whatever, your children, and then to get outside. So the way I look at these things, the more smoke alarms, the better. But we also need to think about what our escape path is. So in the middle of the night, if you wake up and you go, gosh, there's smoke in my room, what's your escape route? And if you've thought about it, at least you've worked through that. I know at primary schools they're getting kids to touch the door before they open the door into the hallway once the smoke alarms go off, because they can figure out if it's hot. You obviously don't want to open the door because then all the smoke comes into your bedroom. So escape paths, really basic sort of stuff. Obviously with civil defence, and I'm certainly not an expert in that area, but a torch and spare batteries near the bed, up in the wardrobe if you've got children, but near the bed so you can roll over and turn on a light, really worthwhile. Radio spare batteries. I'm not so fond of the wind up ones, because if you're dealing to someone who's maybe gotten a little injury or something like that and you're trying to wind something up, it does limit the amount of hands you've got unless you're an octopus. So torch, batteries and spare batteries, radio batteries, spare batteries, and of course water. And I've seen various figures around recently. I'm really keen on 5 litres of drinking quality water, not water you're going to wash in or anything like that, drinking quality water per person per day. So it's 25 litres for 5 days. And you need that stuck away, change it once a year, but per person, so it could be 50, 70, 80 litres or something like that. The other thing I just printed off at the council today was smoke alarms, some information on smoke alarms, and this comes from the Consumer magazine, this month's Consumer, and it talks about the old ionisation smoke detectors aren't as effective as the photoelectric detectors.
Well, I was saying Mum and Dad were moving. I was up and my friend said to my mum, Megan, why do you have so many of them? Mum says, we've got a photoelectric one, and she said, what does that mean? Mum says, I don't know, but we're going to take it with us, so I don't know either.
Really worthwhile. What we find is the ionisation ones don't work so well when it's a smouldering fire. So that's when a spark comes out of the fire, hits your carpet, the carpet smoulders away and there's light smoke coming up, and that's really is a killer. So photoelectric operate on heat, smoke, the whole works.
Okay.
And they're the ones you want. And you've talked about your parents being slightly excessive. I always go, and I'm just looking up here very quickly, I think the cheapest one is about $8. And so you can afford for $24 to put 3 in a hallway or 2 in a hallway, 1 in the garage. We don't like them near kitchens because they tend to go off and people then take the batteries out.
Yeah.
We don't like them next to where the bathroom door, where the steam comes out. But for $8, $20, it's very cheap compared to the cost of waking up next to your partner who isn't doing so well.
I know, you're right. You can't put the value on your life.
No, it's very cheap. So I'd suggest to everyone, if they've got old smoke detectors and they're the ionisation ones, you really need to get those photoelectric new smoke detectors. It's really worthwhile. It's a great life insurance.
Now, if you want to learn a little bit more about Richard or get him to come to your house and do a full holistic assessment for free, it's an invaluable service, give him a call at Kapiti Coast District Council 04 296 4651. As long as you live on the Kapiti Coast, he can come and make a time to visit you. And thanks, Richard. We'll see you next Thursday. Check your smoke alarms.
I am. I'm going home to check mine tonight. See you later.
106.3 Beach FM.